Hi folks, in this video I'm just going to show you how you use the same technique that I showed you previously on 1 point perspective, so producing something like this, but rather than it being a simple box, trying a little bit more complex form. So I'm going to use a letter just as a kind of idea of what you could potentially do. It's completely up to you what you decide to go for, but I would suggest sticking with a letter of some sort. It might be your first initial or something of that ilk. If you want, you can go online, you can have a look at some cool fonts. I would stick with kind of fairly blocky fonts. This font here is pretty cool in terms of there's some cool stuff on there, but stick with something that's simple. Don't try and go with a really decorative font, because this just won't work with that. So I'm going to go with the letter A, just to keep it nice and simple. You can do your initial or your initials or your full name if you really want to. It's completely up to you, okay? So same as before, I'm going to take Vanishing Point, and I'm going to try and start to structure out this letter. Now you can do it in Sketch or you can draw it out if you want. I'm going to draw mine out as best I can, just to so that it's clear, and I'm also going to try and make it nice and big. So I'm just trying to draw out this A. So I've got kind of a couple of parts to this letter. I've got that there, then I've got a little gap, and I've got the bottom, and then I've got this top bit here, which is going to come up. I'm going to try and keep these little curves in as best I can. Might not work out all that well, but we'll see how we go on. So I'm going to go for a little curve there, and a little curve there, and then I've got so I've got my A shape, okay? Now, you might want to go around that a little bit heavier, kind of what we done last time with a thicker pen, or if you're using pencil, you might want to outline it in pen, and it means you can just solidify that actual shape and hopefully sharpen it up a little bit. So now what we're going to do, take all our lines to Vanishing Point. Oh, got that little outline there. So on this one it's slightly trickier to understand, but if you take all the points that you think are close to the Vanishing Point, as in all the corners and edges that you think are close to the Vanishing Point, you should be okay. Worst case scenario, you could probably go and find a video online about how you do it for the individual letter. I'm going to take those two, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that point there where it goes from straight to curve, and then when it finishes as well, straight to curve, like so. Okay, I'm going to take the inside one, and I'm going to take that one there as well, that inside point there. Okay, so all the corners that I think I'm going to see, you kind of have to work it out a little bit to kind of work out where you need your lines and so on. Then what I'm going to do is same as before, parallel line from the side, and I'm going to go for that there. I'm going to go parallel line up to about here, and then in here I'll just need to sketch in the curve roughly. Alright, and you'll hopefully be able to see what we end up with there. Now, in terms of what you want to do, if you want, you can go back and apply the same colour technique that we've done previously. I'm going to try something slightly different on this one. It's up to you what you decide to go for. I'm going to go for inside here, where I would see the kind of inside bits of the letter. I'm going to put a little kind of hatching pattern. So I'm just going to take my ruler and straight line and draw lots of straight lines. Okay, next bit then, same as before, I'm going to plan what I'm going to chop away. So I'm going to take a line round about there, I'm going to take that line round about there, and take my scissors, and there we have it. So, see what you can come up with, explore lots of different letters and so on, and create this kind of optical illusion where it looks as if the sketch is coming out the page using 1 point perspective. Okay, enjoy.